Both of us come from middle class families with little to no prior exposure to running a business. My name is Preetham, and this is Sankalp. We're the co founders of Superlemon.
We really enjoyed the idea that if you start a business, hire people, create an entity that has an impact on this world, you essentially created something that is going to outlive you. Whether you exist tomorrow or not, this business will continue to exist. And that's what really fascinated us. We both worked at various early stage startups, and it was a really good place for us to be at the time because we enjoyed the hustle and the learning curve.
Even though we studied at the same engineering university, we only got to know each other when the startup I was working for acquired the company that Sankalp was working at. That is when we began brainstorming startup ideas. Initially, we created a couple of startups together and prototypes that all failed. Our biggest learning from all of these experiments was that you can't push the market pulls you. For the longest time, we aspired to build a unicorn. But after our failures, we realized that we had to try something smaller. We had to try and build a profitable business. Our target became $2,000 per month instead of 2 billion.
Another learning from our failures was the fact that we did not do enough market research. We did not figure out where our customers would come from before we actually got started. So we knew that for our next venture, it was really important that we find out where our customers were, find out their problems, and pick a problem statement which is not being solved really well today. And that is how Superlemon began. A friend suggested Shopify, which is the largest ecosystem for e-commerce merchants. He had already built an app which was making about $20,000 of monthly revenue at the time, and he was just one person doing this. So that really blew our minds. He also explained to us that merchants on Shopify had a very high propensity to pay, and there was a high possibility of being discovered easily on the Shopify App Store compared to other app stores.
During our research on the Shopify App Store, we found that sellers wanted an easier way for their customers to interact with them via WhatsApp. The existing apps that provided this feature were not up to mark, and so we decided to build a WhatsApp chat button that sellers could easily implement on their Shopify stores. We started building the app with a reasonable amount of confidence that we would find some users. However, the journey of getting the app listed was a learning experience for us. Shopify has a robust system of vetting apps before they allow them to be published. It took us a couple of tries before our app was good enough to get published on the App Store.
The app had a real impact on Shopify customers. The customers were able to communicate with the sellers very easily. That ended up increasing the sales for the sellers. So pretty soon we were ranking number one on the Shopify App Store for the keyword WhatsApp. And since then, our installs just blew up. That's when we realized that the code that we write can be so impactful that it actually affects somebody's life in terms of running their business.
Since it was just the two of us, we initially worked out of our own apartments, and then later, when we could afford it, coffee shops. Soon we realized that we could travel anywhere and work out of there, maybe even stay there for a month, as long as it had good internet connection. And we did exactly that. We were making a revenue of $25,000 per month when we received a good opportunity to exit back in July of 2020. We were acquired by Gupshup. The company understood very well the kind of business we were building and the risks involved in our kind of business. In our next entrepreneurial journey, we found through our experiences and research that brands had multiple customer touchpoints and they were managing all of them manually, making for a very chaotic experience. We wanted to create a help desk that brought all of these channels into one platform, making it easier to keep track of your customer requests and actually make sure you reply to them on time. We founded Delight Chat, which is literally about providing delightful customer service to your customers. It was an easy decision for us to launch Delight Chat on the Shopify App Store again, not just from our personal experience building Superlemon, but also from the experiences of our friends in the e-commerce space who had built apps and who are doing quite well on Shopify, as well as being able to scale up their businesses effortlessly. Today, 25 brands are actively using Delight Chat, replying to thousands of messages across several channels like email, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp every single day.
With Delight Chat, we are still at a very early stage. We are figuring things out, we are making mistakes, we are learning from those mistakes. But the thing is, sometimes it turns out to be good and sometimes it doesn't.